Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whichever part of the world you are. A big warm welcome to Empowered You Kala Natrajan ke Saath. Before I begin, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to 10 News Live for giving me this opportunity to host this session today. It's a beautiful platform to know the stories of different people from different walks of life. Today we have a very talented and versatile guest. But before I introduce her, I would like to introduce myself to you. I'm Kala Natrajan, uh, author and co-author of 17 books. This is one of my favorite books, Reinvent Yourself. I'm a motivational speaker and a life coach. So I what I do is some of you may have seen me in Insta Live, or some of you may have seen me in YouTube. I empower people and make them so strong that they are able to face all their challenges head on and achieve their goals. That's why I hold free workshops every weekend to empower people. So I would like to invite our guest today. A very warm welcome to you, Sonal. Our guest today is none other than Sonal Jhajj. A very warm welcome to you, Sonal Jhajj. And I would like to, she has a list of big designations and she's a master of all trades. Not jack of all trades, but master of all trades. I would like to read out. She's an educationist, award winning editor, content writer, universal healer, teaching aids expert, global international speaker. She's also the founder and creative director of Metamorphosis, which is a teacher educating platform for early childhood education. A very warm welcome to you, Sonal ma'am. Please introduce yourself to our lovely audience.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kala ma'am, for this wonderful honor and a privilege enough to be a guest over here and reaching out to me to help others unleash themselves. So I am Sonal Jhajj. I am an educationist, early childhood educator, and the founder and CEO of Metamorphosis, where I encourage people to unleash their talents, to come out of the dormant zone and see themselves as a true warriors. So it's early childhood education and empowering people, helping them understand what they are capable of in life.
Very much needed today in today's world. That's a lovely thing which you are doing. Madam, we would like to know in detail what is this metamorphosis all about? How is it impacting the life of women and educators, and what was the mission behind creating this metamorphosis?
A wonderful question, ma'am. So, metamorphosis is like actually when a caterpillar comes out of the cocoon and blooms into the butterfly. So, this is what every human being is capable of coming out of its own shell, which they are not able to understand that the talents in them are dormant. So, it is actually a platform where I invite educators, where I invite homemakers, where I invite people who have skills and talent to come and see themselves, to start writing, to start understanding what life is all about. So, Metamorphosis is actually an education and a literary platform where I conduct contests and challenges to help people understand the literary part of the education also. Speakers from different countries, speakers, educators from intercontinents come and share their experiences in their education and help each and every educator understand the concept of teaching, how learning can be implemented in the class, how learning can go beyond the classroom, beyond the books. And this is how we try to help people to metamorphose. Met is actually mentor, empower, and teach. Met and metamorphosis is blooming into the beautiful version of themselves. So this is how metamorphosis came into rise.
Awesome. So I agree that we everybody has huge potential in them, and when we learn many things, this potential comes out, and we can use it beautifully to empower other people and to educate other people. Some of my friends from Facebook and Instagram, and also from some people from my community, Have given some questions. I would like to ask you those questions.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Um, what work did you do in the area of early childhood education? What are the essential educational strategies that every early childhood educator must implement?
Wonderful, ma'am. So, being in early childhood education for more than 20 plus years in the field of early childhood education, what I have seen that parents are busy now. Inflation is at high, and parents, both the parents need to start working to meet the ends in their life. Children and the cost of economy has risen, so everything has, after the pandemic, everything was hit. So, with my experiences as an early childhood educator, I have tried to create a kind of a learning system where life skills need to be implemented in the learning now. So, life skills is not about cleaning and mopping, it is a kind of ethical education, the code of civic moral conduct. So, these skills are needed to be inculcated in the children as early as 3 years. Parents don't have the time. Now, nuclear family systems have started. People have started living separately apart from the grandparents, and the children are not getting the kind of the learning. The Gurukul system of learning is missing. So through Metamorphosis, opening the NEP 20 draft and the National Curriculum Framework, I help people understand the concept of NEP 20 and how Gurukul system can be implemented through their sessions, through speakers, through contests and challenges, inculcating all these in the teaching strategy. So what are the traits that you have mentioned, ma'am? It is like seeking understanding. We have to start seeking understanding, not just knowledge. Knowledge is important, but wisdom goes beyond knowing facts and figures. It involves understanding the deeper meaning of things, seeing the connections between different aspects of life, and appreciating the nuances of complex situations. Are we trying to create such kind of learning systems? No. So this is what Metamorphosis is trying to create learning systems, including wisdom learning, the Gurukul, and the modern age technology. Number two is embracing uncertainty and ambiguity. Life is uncertain. Predictions are not in our hands. What is going to happen after every minute? So life is full of uncertainties, and trying to control everything will only lead to frustration and anxiety. Wisdom lies in accepting the ambiguity of life and learning to navigate through it with flexibility and resilience. Smile no matter what. Keep the audience charming. Keep the world charming. It is there inside you to help everyone. And the number three is cultivating empathy and compassion, which is missing now. Where people are just flaunting their awards and achievements, we are not trying to create empathy in the real sense. The compassion is missing from the heart. Wisdom is not just about intellectual understanding, it also involves emotional intelligence. Empathize with others, pull yourself in their stories, and understand their perspectives. Compassion allows you to respond to others' suffering with kindness and understanding. We have to try to create learning systems where these things can be incorporated. Number four is learn from the past, but don't dwell on the past. Educators sometimes don't try to come out of that zone. Yesterday, what happened, and they carry the baggage with them in the class. So, children will not be benefited when they carry the baggage. Learn from the past, but don't dwell on it. The past is a valuable source of knowledge and experience, but it is important not to get stuck in it. Reflect on your past mistakes and learn from them, but don't let them define your present or future. This is what I always tell everyone. Be open to new ideas and perspectives. Always be open to learning, no matter whatever your age is. You will definitely lack in something. Wisdom is not about having all the answers, it is about being open to learning from others and challenging your own assumptions, which is very, very necessary now. Be receptive to new ideas, even if they contradict your current beliefs. So, this is what we need to have, these kind of characteristic traits as an educator, as a leader in the classroom. Children are going to observe you and pick up this.
Absolutely, ma'am. I agree with you. Recently, I have come out with a big book named Happy Kids, Happy Home, a
Yes.
guidance for effective parenting. I have given a story in that, a small story, that I know of a mom. She was working and she would always give, when she would be in the kitchen, etc., she would always give her mobile to her 2-year-old child, and so that he leaves her free and she can do her own work. And the child became such a mobile addict, And the same mom, when he grew up, used to beat him when he used to sit with the mobile. So this kind of attitude when parents have towards their children, children at least need to get some love and attention and affection from educators. If the
Definitely.
teacher too ignores them and she does not give that love to them, I mean, they are, where will they go? It's very pathetic, such kind of situations. Parents as well as teachers need to be
Yes.
trained to, you're doing the right thing of training them to be
Right.
a good teacher educator. I think parents too need some training.
Yes, yes, definitely. A lot.
Yeah, moving on forward, Sonal, the next question is asked: how exactly do we empower teacher educators? What changes do you wish to see in the education system today?
So yeah, yeah, ma'am. This is actually the need of the heart. How we need to empower. Empower is not only being connected to them. So it is like togetherness is a strength in itself. We need to have the bond of togetherness in real spirit. Not just saying, yeah, we are with you or we support you. Are you actually showing your support in the actions? No, you're not. Are you actually being present for them when they need you? No. Only when you need them, you connect with them. So this is the sad state of affairs in the current scenario. Togetherness is a strength in itself. When we work as a team with those around us, we strengthen our own abilities and capabilities too. Every relationship is a teamwork. Teamwork has to be there no matter what. Whether it is a professional relationship or your personal connection, if you feel and work as a team, there is much more that you can achieve. You won't know. Sometimes you may have just plan A and be ready, but you won't believe that plan B also will automatically start giving up its own actions. Some people avoid sharing their experiences, giving guidance or useful information to others because they don't want anyone else to excel or surpass them. They don't want others to achieve success. They always try to be a barrier in between their roads to success. So if they have themselves achieved success, be a medium for others to achieve success. That is what I always empower. True success is not just your own accomplishment, but helping others achieve the same kind of success too. Share your success with others. Sharing your experience will not only help someone else achieve their goals, but also make you more successful and more inspiring than before. When you give a small happiness from your cup to others, your cup will automatically be filled with happiness. And this is the bountiful abundance that comes automatically when you are an educator. You are giving out, you are helping, you are sharing, you are empowering and giving out the knowledge of your experience to each and everyone. So the current need of the hour is togetherness in spirit, in body, and in mind.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Knowledge shared is knowledge gained,
Okay.
actually. And when
Yes.
you are happy, you will make another person happy. So this need a world really needs, especially teacher educators,
Yes.
because like people say that nip it in the bud. If the teacher educators are themselves empowered and they are good teachers, then the child will learn at a very young age and he will grow up to be a outstanding individual who will create a value in society. We need such people today. I agree with you. And it's all a teamwork. Everything is a teamwork. When you
It
help
is all
others,
about
it comes
connection.
back to you. When you light a lantern for other people, your own pathway is illuminated.
Definitely.
Madam, next question. As an educator, any instances where educators are falling apart in teaching?
What I've seen is this: these two things are there where the educators are actually falling apart. Is balance logic with intuition. Apply logic sense, apply balance of the mind and thinking. What other person is saying, you immediately believe and start reacting. Understand that the other person motive and the target is different. We need to start balancing logic with intuition now. Logic and reason are essential for making sound decisions, but intuition also plays a role. We are not understanding the gut feeling. We are not understanding what the mind is trying to convey to us. Pay attention to your intuition, but don't let it overrule your rational thinking. If you consider yourself as a highly qualified educator, apply knowledge, not what the other person is saying. You immediately believe and you start reacting. Sometimes, due to this, people start disconnecting with good people on the earth. And this is the reason for the fall in the balanced ecosystem of our learning and life. Number two is live in accordance with your values. If you say I am a person of principles and values, show them in your action, not just by saying. Because no matter how much you worship, no matter how much you light the lamp or anything, unless your intentions and your verbal speech is not in accordance with what you are saying, you just cannot impart learning to the children also. So live in accordance with your values. Wisdom is not just about knowing what's right, it's about living in accordance with your values. Make choices that align with your principles even when it is difficult. If you say I am a man of a principle, show it in your action. That counts the most. That is what our constitution says, and as educators, we need to start build our own constitution now.
Very true, ma'am. Not only this, I would say instead of preaching, you set an example to children. Be as an
Definitely.
educator, set an example, so
Okay.
that as a parent, set an example to your children instead of scolding them, trying to control them, and trying to say this and that. You set an example. You yourself don't do it, so the child will follow you, because children always follow their parents and their teachers. Parents and teachers, that is what children look up to. So that way, madam, you were a panelist in some ECDF in Assam. What is
Yeah.
this ECDF, and what contribution did you make towards
Yeah.
that?
ECDF is the Early Childhood Development Forum in Assam that is working for the underprivileged kids and for the early childhood education also. So as everyone knows, I am an early childhood educator from the last 20 plus years. So when we connected to, for pandemic as a speaker and all, so they invited me as a panelist because they thought that we need to invite educators who have practical implementation and knowledge based learning to give out to the educators of the next generation. So pandemic was such a tough phase that children were at home, everyone was at home, children were hearing about deaths happening, grief stricken families, losing loved ones in the family in the pandemic era. So all the whole area was totally grief stricken. Children were not able to understand the gravity of the situation. Parents were not able to understand the resiliency pattern. So when these all affected the whole learning system, everything was in chaos. So they invited me as a panelist to help educators understand how grief can be inculcated in a positive way, because you cannot just say a child, oh child, that person has passed away. You have to explain to the child why did he pass away, what was the reason of his passing away. Because sometimes when you just tell a child that the person has passed away, the child feels scared that even I am going to go away. So at such a tender age, how children and parents can help and make the child understand that yes, the person was not well. We tried a lot to save the person, but due to unavailability of certain medical equipment and due to unavailability of proper medical intervention, the people have lost lives. So we need to help children understand, cope up the grief pattern. Try to create a cheerful atmosphere. Try to create a cheerful environment so that the child knows that this is also a part of a life and we have to take it in a positive way.
Yeah, many times it happens that, when somebody passes away, grandfather or something, and the child asks what has happened, parents start saying that God has called him, he has gone to God, and so, things like that. He has gone to
Definitely.
heaven and things like that. But the child is totally confused. So it's better to explain to the child, in a very,
In a
in his
healthy way.
own, in his
As per his age level. Yeah, as per his age level.
very correct, madam. Next, moving forward, Sonal, what books have you authored and what are they regarding? Because you're the author of some books. Can
Yes,
you tell
yes,
us
yes.
in detail regarding this?
Yeah, I'm the editor, award-winning editor for three books. That is, number one is The Third Eye. What I believe is every human being is born with a third eye. We all have a third eye. So we have to start awakening it and start analyzing the situations around us. Start understanding what the other person is trying to do around us. For example, if I say that so and so person is not good for me, or I'm not getting positive energies from a person, understand and try to distance yourself away. a particular situation is not healthy for you, try to stay away from the situation or try to incorporate certain techniques that the situation, even though no matter how negativity is there, make it into a positive way. So the third eye is about awakening your human eye and start analyzing the situation. It is available on Amazon, where educators have poured out their hearts due to beautiful experiences. Number two is articulations. I think in the pre-pandemic era, we all were rushing in life. We were not able to enjoy a cup of tea. We were not able to enjoy a cup of coffee in a very calm way. So pandemic gave us those moments to cheer up everyone, to have a taste of that warm coffee, enjoying the music of the rain, understanding the language of the nature. So the articulation is about heart to heart talk with a cup of tea and coffee and understanding the value of life. So this is about positive effect life can have on each and every one of us. And the number three is whispering miracles is about what is actually universe trying to tell you. Universe is always giving you signals. Try to understand the signal, because every action of yours goes to the universe and you get what you give out to the universe. If you have done wrong, you will get wrong. If you have done good, you will get 10 times multiple. So whatever you give out through your actions, eyes, nose, ears, senses, intention, thoughts, everything goes to the universe. A universe automatically creates environment for you and sends you back in multiples. You never know what it can come in any form. It can come in way of success. It can come in way of wealth. It can come in way of power. So understand the language of universe. That is what Whispering Miracles is about. So all the three books are available on Amazon. You can see and take it.
Nice books, ma'am. Very good themes of the books and very good message you're giving. Your last book, you said it very right that, as you sow, so you reap. What
Definitely,
you give to the world comes back with interest to you. It's up to
definitely,
you whether you want
definitely,
goodness or you want bad things in your life. So give back the same things.
definitely.
Ma'am, in your bio, you have said that you're a global ECCE education is founder, and there is something called Miracle. Can you throw some light on that? What exactly?
Yeah. Meraki is my branch of learning. It's a brand name for my personal brand of education, where I conduct academic learning sessions for children, blend with the education, teacher training workshops, and Meraki trying to instill life skills in children. So those are my personal learning channels for the children, for the educators, which I have named Meraki as soul to soul connection with education, with the children, and with the educators.
Oh wow, nice. Ma'am, you are doing a multiple number of things. Like I read out, when I was giving your intro. How do you manage your life, your personal life, along with doing all these things and becoming
Balance.
so good at it?
The main thing that is, ma'am, balanced mindset. Balanced
Oh,
mindset is very essential.
you're a
Very essential.
mindset coach too, right?
Yes, yeah, I'm a mindset educator. I'm a
Oh, can
mindset
you?
educator. So you
Okay, so
have
how
to
do you
know.
balance everything?
It's easy. You have to segregate the task. What is important? If you live in the zone of XYZ is saying that about me, that person is talking about me, you won't be able to come out in life and understand what life wants you to do. But we are not trying to come out of that zone. We are always wasting our energy in fruitless things, in restless pursuits, which is not essential in life. So having a balanced mindset, letting go of the fear of rejection, and that is what I say, togetherness. If you have wonderful people to you, to support you, to stand with you in times of crisis, reliable loyalty, that is what I count the most. Loyal people are an asset to a society. No matter how much busy you are, no matter how many professional commitments you are, if you need them, be there for them. It's a ecosystem of give and take. सो डोंट सी दैट व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू बेनिफिट, डोंट सी मेरे को क्या मतलब है कि नहीं या मुझे फायदा है कि नहीं. द मोमेंट यू टैग that I need that person for XYZ number of things, you will never come in life. So shut out those things, have a balanced mindset, stop expectations from everyone, and see the road opening for you automatically.
Nice, ma'am. Correct. What exactly you mean by mindset educator, and how do you, impact this knowledge to people?
Mindset, yeah, mindset educators, man, it is about universal healing because I am a healer too. So universal healing helps people come out of those kind of trapped energies where I incorporate contests and challenges, keep the people busy through writing, because when people write, the brain is active. The brain doesn't waste its energy in fruitless things, in useless things. If we are just lazing around and wasting our time in gossips and negativity and narcissistic attitudes and manipulation, we will not be able to have a balanced mindset. So it is up to you to understand that what you need to have to do with your life and start introspection. Self introspection is very necessary. If you have done a wrong, be accountable for your actions. Yes, I have done. But if you try to take 10 people with you, that I have not done this and this person is saying this, that person is saying that, you will never ever come out of that zone. And that is how your mindset gets corrupted. And the corrupted mindset cannot ever come up in life, will not be able to understand what your heart and soul wants to make your life worth living.
Very well said, ma'am. Even in my book, Reinvent Yourself, I have written that book about changing your mindset to
Yes,
get breakthroughs in life.
definitely.
When you change your mindset regarding your health, regarding your success, regarding your money and other things, then there is a shift in your
Yes,
life, because everything is here. That's what I
definitely.
teach in my workshops also, that thoughts create feelings, feelings create your words, and words create your actions. So thoughts create reality for you. When you think I'm not good enough, I can't happen, I'm always sick, this and that, then that happens as a reality for you. And then
Definitely.
you go into the negative zone of complaining and complaining.
Definitely.
My mentor, he's no more, he just passed away 3 weeks back. He used to always say that complaints eradicate good fortune, gratitude payer brings benefit to you. So it's very necessary not to complain, have a strong mindset,
Uh,
and
yeah, so
live
ma'am, I would
happily.
like to add, I would like to add, no one is ever born with a silver spoon. No one is ever born with a silver spoon. You, it is only during the childhood years when you're born, you will be given a platter of silver items, चांदी की कटोरी में चाय पिलाना, चांदी की कटोरी में दूध पिलाना. As you grow, as you start understanding the concept and the reality of the life, that silver lining vanishes automatically. What comes in the broadcast is your own way of coming out of that zone and trying to create a silver spoon on your own. The god and the universe is ready to give you a silver spoon, but it has to happen. You have to earn it through your actions and deeds. You won't get it automatically कि बचपन में मिल गया और अभी भी मिलेगा. नहीं, अभी नहीं मिलेगा. बचपन में आपको चांदी की चम्मच भी मिल गई, सोने की पालकी भी मिल गई. अब नहीं मिलेगा. अब आपको अर्न करना पड़ेगा. You have to earn through your action, deeds, words. What you do to unto others, you will get the same to you. So first education is that जो आप दूसरों के साथ करोगे आपको वही 10 गुना ज्यादा मिलेगा.
That's why self-help books are very important,
Definitely.
that they teach you to think positive and help you to grow, so that you
Definitely.
attract amazing things in life. Self growth
Sometimes
is extremely important,
sometimes people
even for an educator.
sometimes people think उसको क्या पता चलेगा, उसको कुछ नहीं पता हम क्या बात कर रहे हैं. यूनिवर्स knows everything क्या चल रहा है. Universe knows what is happening, what you are doing. Automatically he will create a journey for you. अगर आपने गलत किया है या आपने किसी के बारे में गलत बोला है, तो यूनिवर्स will try to create certain kind of map for you also. Be ready for that. So it's a tit for tat journey. जैसा आप करोगे वैसा मिलेगा.
So I had my friend. She had a 10-year-old girl and a 4-year-old boy, two children. So she shared this with me. She was a clinical psychologist. That her second son she did not want. She wanted to concentrate on her career, and she's a celebrity clinical psychologist,
Okay.
and she did not want. And when he was born, she would keep on resenting. She had a lot of resentments that now she'll not be able to concentrate on her career, and she has to look after him and give lot of time to him. I mean, this thing is shocking. Such a thing should not happen.
Yeah, yeah, I would like to add,
What
ma'am. Yeah,
just like to take a minute more in saying that what vibes are you passing on to the child?
definitely,
What did the
definitely,
child do for you to be
exactly.
so resentful? You take
Yes,
your decisions properly, no?
yes.
What do you have to say about this? Can you throw some light on this, ma'am?
Definitely, ma'am. Here, I would like to add is your biological clock and your career clock will never wait. So everything has a time. So you cannot say, "Ki, I sacrifice my career, I sacrifice my this." Everything has a pattern. Life has a pattern. So you have to create a pattern in a balanced way. That yes, you got married, you had kids. So for your kids, you are the world for them. You have born, they're giving them birth. They didn't want to come to you, you have given them birth. So I would like to add over here, don't resent. They are gift to you. Some, there is some plan of God for giving them to your life. आपके ही बच्चे हैं, आपके ही blood है वो. So what you will think, what you will do with this child, the child is going to pick up those kind of qualities and start implementing them in the society. This way the child will start developing a hatred for the marriage. The child will start developing hatred for the society. Why? Because the mother is doing such kind of a behavior at home, instilling in the child's mindset that you are unwanted. That resentment thing will come from in the society also. So it's all balanced mindset. That is what I say.
And proper decision making at the right time.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am, can you tell us something about your personal life? I mean, how many children do you have, and what's your husband doing? Because along with your personal life, like I said before, you are also
Okay.
doing lot of things and
Yeah,
empowering
yeah, yeah,
people.
ma'am.
So,
Yeah,
how do you empower your own children?
okay. For my children, I had to go through a career graph up and down. I had to be there for them because my husband was always on tour. So since he was
How old are your children?
my daughter is in working now, ma'am. My daughter is working, and my son is in class 12th now.
Okay.
So it's all about you have to be there for them. You are the world to them. That is what I say. No matter whatever the challenges are, no matter whatever the hardships are there, if you feel your career is important, take out some time, give some time for the career. Don't blame the children कि just because of you I am not able to concentrate. Because जब आपके बच्चे आपके लाइफ में आते हैं, they are your own blood. You cannot give them to your neighbor, you cannot give them to other relatives to take care of them. They are dependent on you as a parent for their survival. So it's not only about instilling good things, it is you as a parent being a real model for them, so that जैसा आप करोगे वो वैसा माइंडसेट बनाएंगे सोसाइटी के लिए, वैसे ही वो सोसाइटी को भी अप्रोच करेंगे. अगर आप गलत हो तो वो वैसे ही गलत चीजें अपनाएंगे. So be a role model in a true sense, be an ethical parent. That is what I say. Be there for them, no matter whatever the challenges. They need you the most, irrespective of their age. Even when your daughter is 20 plus, your daughter will definitely say, Mama, where are you? Your son will say, Mom, I need you. So they need you. They feel secure. They feel that warmth and they feel that love that, yes, my parent is there with me no matter whatever the challenges are. So these things make your children's life more brighter, start accepting world as a better place. They also will start to love challenges. Okay, this is life. Our parents have faced. We are also going to face it no matter what. And we will emerge victorious.
So one of my friends, she had a girl who was in 10th standard, and she was not very bright as a 10th standard girl. She used to get average marks, but her father had big dreams that she'll become an engineer, and he forced her to join engineering. This girl did engineering for 3 years. She kept failing in prelims and other exams. Sometimes in the main exam she would just scrape through, and then later on she totally gave up and surrendered. मैं ये अभी नहीं कर सकती. And then her mother supported her, and she made her join arts BA in some college, and now she's a big cosmetologist and she's doing very well. So never to you know control and never to force your children to take up any career or to take. What do you feel about this, ma'am?
Yeah, definitely, yes. Don't force what you want. They have their own dreams, they have their own likings, disliking for subject matter. You cannot say that because you didn't become an engineer, you will shuttle that dream on the child. The child may not be interested. So, if your child is a science student, he will definitely go for arts. Encourage them. He might have some talent in the arts. And believe me, small achievements of your children are your awards, because it's not that you have sacrificed, you have invested in them. You have actually invested time, your knowledge, your wisdom learning, and that is why your children are achievers now. So if you start investing time, start investing beautiful healthy mindset that connects to them in an intellectual way, that is the education first. Education does not lie in books, it does not lie in the walls of the colleges or the institution. It is in the parents. How are they going to try to create a beautiful life for the children? The mindset, approach, the understanding of life, and the acceptance of the challenges, that it is okay to thrive in a harsh world. It is okay to bloom like a lotus in the muddy water. So everyone has that quality to bloom like a lotus. We have to, as human beings, try to see that we don't try to make the mud more muddier, the water more muddier, because sometimes we are trying to be the algae, the bacteria, and try to create more pollution for children, for other people to come up in life. So eradicate these kind of system. This is not what we are given birth for. We have a meaning to our birth. There is a reason for our being given a birth on this earth.
Yeah. Ma'am, nowadays children in school face long hours. For long hours they have to sit in school. Lot of assignments are being given, lot of homework, projects, and all those things. Not only that, I can see many children are there in my building. When they come back from school, they have something. Again, they go for tuition, and they come after 2 or 3 hours. So there is no time left for them to enjoy or to relax or to indulge in whatever they want to do. Don't you think that we should do something about
Yes,
this?
ma'am. Definitely. My advice to the education department or the education people over here is try to use certain kind of vocational based learning, vocational based subject, which is going to help the child after 10 or 15 years. Because when we enter 2030, the whole scenario will be different. So give children those kind of learning system which are going to be implemented after 10 years. We don't want the history and the geography which our four generations have studied. We don't want the old system of incorporating the strategies. New age, new era, it is a digital world now. Children have phone and mobiles on hand. Start creating digital literacy learning system which is going to create job prospects for children. Nowadays, I also see that so many people are, yeah, either uh, eradicated or executed from the country because of job or not there. And even over here, people who are freshers are not employed. Why? Because they have no experience. So unless you yourself will give a fresher an experience, how will the person get an experience? जब तक आप उसको एक्सपीरियंस नहीं दोगे वो एक्सपीरियंस कहाँ से लेगा? एंड एवरीवन विल स्टार्ट टेलिंग एक्सपीरियंस क्या है, एक्सपीरियंस क्या है. तो एक्सपीरियंस स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम समवेयर. Be that one person. Try to understand the talent and the skills apart from the academic achievements. That is where the real talent of the person is there, the real skill of the person is hidden. We have to try those kind of retentions. We have to try to create those kind of learning system where parents should not put pressure on the children, because after 10 years nobody is going to ask your child how much you got in 10th, how much you got in 12th. How are you handling life challenges, practical approaches to life, implementing the knowledge in the life? That is going to be the need of the hour now.
Yeah, true, madam. Parents have to play a role, but even the education system, they are giving these guidelines of number of hours of school, and now
we have
everybody is
we
going
have
for
to
tuition. So
no, no, we have to together raise a voice, ma'am. It is not just for one person. Many people are facing this issue. Many parents are facing this issue, and my total proposal to the education department is that try to create healthy learning zone. Go and supervise what's happening in the class, because what you see is a different picture. What parents don't know is kept hidden from everyone. So understand the real value of education is what is going to happen after 10 to 15 years. Incorporate those kind of life skill vocational based learning and subjects which is going to help the child understand what is actually the practical learning, not only history, geography, chemistry. If you are teaching chemistry, try to see after 10 years the application that you are learning in chemistry will be helpful after 10 years or no. We all have learned formulas. You have learned formulas. I have learned formulas. But they are of no use now because we had some other kind of a talent in us. Now we are empowering people to what we have in ourselves, not chemistry and physics. So every child is born with some kind of a talent. Understand the talent of the child. Create every different kind of a learning environment. Help teachers understand each child and try to take those kind of academic learning system so that the child comes up in life in that field.
very nicely put, madam.
Yes.
Yeah, madam, what is your vision for metamorphosis and for teacher educators and for the learners?
Yeah,
Where do
ma'am.
you see where do you see yourself in after 10 years, or say after 8 years? Where do you want to take this metamorphosis to? What's your dream in life?
Yeah, ma'am. This is a very wonderful question. I never thought metamorphosis will ever be born. It just it just was given birth automatically because something is missing. We are all in a mad rush for achievements. We are all in a mad rush for awards. We are not good in communication skills. We are not good in understanding the concept of what is actually teaching is. We are running for awards wherever conferences are happening. We are running over there and taking awards. Why are you not trying to understand that you have to start learning something which you don't have? So metamorphosis is not into awards. Metamorphosis will never launch award or anything. It will be felicitation. It will be people who are actually understanding the concept and the value of life, understanding what is education in and large, and there can be homemakers. There can be people like you. There can be people who may not have experience at all, but they are flourishing, they are thriving. So, how are we going to tap those thriving characters, those thriving people, create better opportunities for them so that they also start empowering society at large? This is the need of the hour now, and Metamorphosis is trying to create a healthy ecosystem where all ethical collaborators will collaborate together to create a benchmark in the society and which will help make the world a better place. So, my vision is like everybody should start incorporating a feeling of togetherness, not just by verbal, but through our actions, words, speech. अगर आप कहते हो मैं आपके साथ हूँ तो वो दिखाओ कि मैं आपके साथ हूँ. It's not कि हाँ आप कह देने से हो गया. जब उसको आपकी जरूरत है, be there. Not only कि आपको जब जरूरत होगी तो वो प्रेजेंट रहे. So this is the need of the heart, togetherness by mind, body, action, and physical presence. No matter even if we are digitally apart, we might be seven seas across, but to show, be a part of a session, participate in the session, cheer up for the person, no matter how small the achievement is. This is what is actually real humanistic education we need to empower. My focus is on humanistic education.
Wow, that's great, madam. Humanistic education is what hour of the
Missing.
need today.
Yes.
We need to be good human beings. First of all, parents need to be good human beings. Secondly, teachers need to be good human beings,
Many,
so
I
that
think,
they,
मैम, या many people say कि मैम अभी तो कलयुग चल रहा है, अभी ऐसा है, अभी वैसा है, आज इतने अच्छे कौन होते हैं? Why don't you be that one? Why you want to worry about कि वो अच्छा है कि नहीं है? आप अच्छे हो, आप अच्छे बनो ना.
yeah, set an example. That's what, that set an
Yes.
example, so that others will follow you. Okay, Sonal, I would like to ask you this question, that first of all, what message would you like to give to parents Secondly, what message would you like to give to teacher educators so that we bring up children in a beautiful manner and they really grow out to be outstanding individuals in society and become eminent people in society? Parents
Yes,
and then
ma'am.
teacher educators.
This is a need of the hour which we need to say. The first thing that I would like to tell everyone is, no matter you are a homemaker, you are a parent, you are an educator, you are Kala ma'am, you are Sonal Judge, no matter whoever you are, refuse to let the fear of rejection hold you back. Remember, rejection is never personal. Everyone fears rejection at one time or another. The fear of rejection often serves as the single greatest obstacle that stands between a capable individual and enormous success. Its powerful grip can prevent us from reaching our greatest potential. And our beliefs create our world, and they are the only thing holding us back. We have to start breaking down the limiting beliefs around us, and that is why build your inner strength and accept your emotions with a balanced mindset.
And to teacher educators.
Same thing, ma'am. Same thing for everyone, for educators, for parents, for children, for people like you, for people like me, simple human beings. Only we can make the earth a better place.
So why I said teacher educators? Because long time back when I was in school, there used to be a teacher. I was in sixth standard, and some people are children used to not do their homework. They were not giving the inspiration by the parents to do their homework, and they used to neglect their studies. So this teacher, who all used to not do their homework and were weak children, she used to insert a pencil in between two fingers, and she used to press their hand, and the children would cry and cry. So such kind of, we don't need such kind of teachers, in today's world. We really need people who are compassionate and who are kind to the children and help children, give children a lot of love and affection and show them the way. Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely, yes. No doubt. 100%. We have to create certain kind of healthy learning zones. सिर्फ कह देने से नहीं होता है, आपको करके दिखाना पड़ेगा। और ऐसे नहीं कि आज किया और कल आपने नहीं किया। Be normal. Let children see the way you are facing challenges. Let children see your worst part, your good part. Only then they will start to accept life as we are. Don't fake, just be what you are. I always say fake, मतलब fake बनने से कुछ नहीं होगा, जैसे आप हो वैसे ही रहो. Let the child understand your worst side, your good side, your better side, your empathetic side, your compassionate side. Openly with the world, in the society, in the class, children will pick up those skills automatically.
Right. So a big thanks to you, Sonal ma'am, for being a guest today. We got lot of insights, and I'm sure our audience loved the program. Looking forward to you once again that you will come on this platform and give us nice insights. As a last question, I would like to ask you, what book are you planning to write now?
Uh, my the current book that is going on is about the educated human.
Sorry?
The educated human.
Oh,
Educated
educated
human.
human.
It's not
What
about
is
your
it?
it is not about your achievements and awards. As a human being, how are you as a educator or as a parent trying to create a better society for your children, and as an educator for the children in the class? So your experiences, your journeys, your transformation, your weakest points, your strength, all are going to be incorporated in the book, and this will help the children and the educators. When they read the book, they will start to understand this is actually what is education at large.
Very well said, ma'am. All the best for your book and a big congratulations for all your achievements.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much, 10 News Live. Thank you. Namaste for giving us.